But if you didn't want the war to come to an end, if you actually wanted it to continue on, then in light of the known balance of power imbalance between the two, then you would do some kind of a high profile thing that would be intended to spawn a bigger reaction on the Russian side. And look, the evidence is there. The strikes did happen. They were planned for a long time. They were clearly connected with those two train strikes on top of it. And look, I think that it's pretty clear that the Russians are not going to take this lying down because they have the power to do something about it. An ultimatum. They may say, this is your final chance here. You either submit to the terms on this sheet, or the next thing is going to be, we're going to have a meeting at the presidential palace in Kiev, and we're going to physically show up with our army. That's what could happen. It's entirely within the character of Russia to do that. They have done it before. And that in the Second World War, they said, now we're just going on to full victory. That's all there's going to be. We're just going to go for unreserved surrender for the German side. That's what they're going to go after here. And then they did. And then they went all the way through because they don't want to have the Trump version where there's a negotiated settlement and the war gets off the table and, the two sides settle and basically Russia wins. They don't want that. So they wanted to drag out the war until Trump leaves and then hope that they get a Democrat on the other side that'll go back to the Biden way. That's what is, according to some sources that we've had on our show here, say about the European side. If that's what they think, and if Zelensky is in league with that and they think, yeah, that's the best case, all we got to do is just stay alive. That President Trump is going to say, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go in. I'm going to facilitate that. And because for that to happen, Trump has to reverse course and say, all right, I'm going to support Ukraine. We're going to go back to the Biden era times, because that's what you'd have to have. You'd have to have all the ammunition that we can